George Tauber, who's had a wealth of experience in planning and with tough situations, and also has been in the equestrian industry his whole life, to just maybe give us some summary remarks of putting it in perspective, George. What can we do here in Wellington, in our region of Palm Beach County? What do you see to maybe set the tone for this afternoon's groups?
Thank you, and thank you all for coming. I think what's a watershed about this workshop is the fact that we're talking, and we're talking to each other. And that's something that is a foundation for progress. By way of background, I spent 13 years on the planning board of Tewksbury Township. I was on the township committee for 6 years. I was mayor of the town. My greatest achievement was being re-elected. No, seriously, my greatest achievement was that we upzoned from 3 and 5 acres to 10 and 12 acres. And if you think that's easy in a rural community, it isn't, where there are very high land values. And I give you that background because there are such similarities between John's experience and Anna's experience and what Wellington is going through that really resonate with me because I've been there, done that. It is not an easy task. The first thing that Tewksbury Township did after the master plan, and that's another thing that was very interesting for me, I was able to participate in the crafting of a master plan and a 7-year review to revalidate it. And I recognized that the equestrian element, and we called it an element there rather than an equestrian master plan, because it is part of the overall master plan, and it must be. And that's what has to be done in terms of coming together with the vision for the community. The equestrian element must reflect the vision of the township's master plan. And it was so interesting when Mike put up the 81 plan and where that was and where we are today. And John talked about the issues in Lexington, and Anna talked about her examples, that you see we are not alone. The problem of playing catch-up ball with the land use and zoning issues, it seems to be a common thread. And it's like taking an adult pair of feet and trying to put it into kids' shoes to do it after the fact. It's difficult. The one thing that we did in Tewksbury that is being done here is we developed an equestrian leaflet. And this has just been developed here and is a good start. But what did we do with it? We gave it to all the realtors. We gave it to every new resident with an equestrian welcome basket. Why? Because we need people to buy into the dream and vision. And that's something that is a challenge. One of the most important observations I have is that getting this done is a three-legged stool. It involves the municipal government. The municipal government must craft the vision. It must give the leadership so that the equestrian element direction is clear. The second is that there's a responsibility on the part of the equestrians themselves to communicate what they're going to do. And the third is that the community that is affected by the equestrians must participate in the process. If we have this three-legged stool, we get benefits that are beyond the economic benefits that John so well pointed out. And that is that property values rise, that grants are available because of the conservation and passive recreation elements being met by the community, which are required by good planning. There is the ability to get federal and state grants to enhance trails and other equestrian facilities. In the end, what does it all mean? John talked, and he gave my speech. I'll never follow him again, and much more eloquently. He quoted Winston Churchill. I'll quote my friend Yogi Berra. This is deja vu all over again, because this is the type of thing that we went through in our community, albeit successful and behind us, and I'm sure Wellington will do it as well. And that is, we developed an equestrian toolkit. And basically it took some of the planning elements that all of us have talked about today and gave it to new farm owners and large landowners that facilitated the process of what do I have to do to put a turnout? What do I have to do to get permits for a barn? What do I have to do to make and legitimately make the investment that I'm going to do in this community and to my homestead? That was a very valuable tool. The most important conclusion I can give you is there are three things that are important. One is attitude. John touched on that. The second is commitment, and Anna talked about that. And the third is tenacity. Those three elements, which give you ACT, act. If you come away from this meeting with at least one thing that you will do differently from the information that you've got here, I will really be appreciative. Thank you.